Hi guys! It's Friday! So welcome to Bead with me. Before we get into the weekend, I'm gonna do a little bit of this beading as I talk to you about what I thought we could play with today, so I could get ahead a little bit while we get some viewers joining us here today. So this week I was playing with a lot of different style beads. Okay, we played with some zeros, and I made a mess yesterday, and so I really love my bracelet. Okay, and I made a mess with all the beads, and I kind of don't want to pick them up, and so instead I figured we'd do something with our leftovers and showing you how to do something with our leftovers. So here today I am wearing a Lariat, so those long and layers are very in right now. Okay, this design that we're going to do today, you can wear in a couple different ways. So you can also wear it like this. Okay, you can see I have crystals, I've got some dangles and some charms, and then a whole lot of randoms. Okay, so you have random, what I call little sticky outy things, nuggets, seed beads. So this can be made with a variety of things, and we all know that we need to be making and using the things that we have at home. So let's get those things out, get motivated for the weekend. I know we're all having a little bit more time, so it's a good time to do beading. You know, it's so good for the brain, healthy. It is a good therapy, so you know, you can come to the bead store kind of like you go to the doctor's office. Right? Come to the bead doctor. It's good for you. Okay. All right, so for those of you that are joining us, we are doing things with our leftovers. So I'm going to kind of show you guys what I'm making. Okay, so remember our bracelet we made yesterday? Okay, I didn't want to put all the parts away. So now we're going to make a necklace, okay? We'll see if we can see that a little bit closer, but it has all the metals. So you know, you have seed beads, you have stones, you have all sorts of different things. So you can make this thick or thin. And I'll show you my stash of stuff here right now. So this is what I'm playing with. Okay, so remember the bracelet yesterday? Okay, we did nice little chunks. Okay, so then I kind of, you know, just threw this all into a pile so I could move it. And, you know, I really like the way that little bead mix works. Okay, and I know we all have little bead mixes at home. Okay, so I started just stringing. Real fun, very random. You can do this sitting in front of the TV, getting those beads done. And what we're going to come out with is a beautiful Lariat, like I'm wearing. Okay, you can decide to put we're going to put a pendant on here today and add some charms on the bottom. So that way we can wear it this way. So if you want it a little bit shorter, or you can, you know, depending on the length that you do, you will be able to see. And then you can also do it in this long way here. And then you can wear an inside layer here if you would like as well. Okay. If you make this really long, you can also do the double up, and then you'll have that shorter strand on the inside. Okay. The way I do it is I really like to wear it this way. Okay, add some interest to those tops. Okay, so I'm gonna flip around so you can see the bead stash. I want you guys to go get your stash and join me. I haven't decided what to use as my base yet, so let's see if I can get you guys in the shot here, so you can see what I'm beading. All right, so the best way I find to do these mixes, okay, so if you're trying to figure out, well, you know, I could never make my bead mixes, you know, look as pretty as what you have, then I start with some of the small beads, so get a mishmash. So here, you know, we use those O's from the other day, and some matted. I did some metal. Okay, you really can't go wrong. If you like it in a big pile, you're probably gonna like it strung up, right? Okay, and then so I have a bunch of these small beads, and you'll see that I have them on a bead mat, or kind of a felt mat, so that I'm going to just start poking down into all of these holes. But then I also have a bowl of some bigger beads, some bigger randoms, and then I'm gonna have a focal. Okay, I kind of haven't decided yet, so I might need your help. Maybe you guys can look at these for me and kind of see which ones you think you like. But I'm trying to look for a focal for the bottom, so if anybody has any opinions, I could use them. Right now, we're going to sit here together, and we're going to string up a strand that looks like so. And we're going to start poking beads. So I love this flex wire, so we've been kind of discussing using flex wire and hard wire when we're doing longer chunks. So sometimes if you guys are trying to decide what, I guess I have to move a few of these out of the way here. So that I can actually get to the beads here. So what I tend to do is I do a bunch of small ones, and then kind of when I feel like I've done too many small ones, I'll stick on a bigger one. Okay? And in this case, I started stringing and I had those bigger ones, and I'm kind of thinking that I really like this all small. I'm kind of liking it all small. So maybe I'm going to do it that way. That's how beading goes. Alright, so if you haven't been on our website or keep up with us on Instagram and Facebook, I announced this yesterday, talking about our Flash Friday tonight. So I'm going to be inviting you to wine and dine with me this evening, and see a little bit of a pick box. Okay, so this is a box that I do not keep here in the store, so this is not things that I have had here, not that anybody's been here in the last month, so you kind of probably have already forgotten. So for many of you guys, maybe it's new, but you can join me tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm gonna pop online and show you some cool treasures, give you some really good deals. So this is not something I'm going to post online. It's just going to go onto the Facebook live feed. It's going to air tonight. It will be available for review through the weekend. Okay, so you can put in your orders through till Sunday night. Okay, and then it's all gone, because I'm not keeping this stuff. Okay, this was just things that I have suppliers. You know, everybody's trying to do their gig, right? We're all trying to work on the hustle, but I always like playing with new things, and I know sometimes our stash gets a little old and you need to freshen it up a little bit. So in this stash, so I did add 2 colors in this, so from the other day. So today I added some nice matted, this matte color tone, very in. Thanks, Trisha. You're so sweet. I love that you guys are watching. I really appreciate that you guys are watching and beading with me and keeping me company. You know, I know a lot of you guys have come into the store for our lunchtime, and we'll order a lunch, and So I thought I would do a thing tonight and show you this pick box. I'm also excited too. The mailman, I opened my door today, and so tonight is to kind of get you ready for doing this online kind of what I'm considering a trunk show. And they're going to be things that I have for a limited time, just like I do in the store, only we're going to do it virtually. Okay, so tonight is kind of going to be a good test run. We're going to show off some things. I'm going to do some giveaways, and I'm going to do it all live. Leave it up for just actually for this one I'm only leaving up until Sunday. Okay, then that video is gonna disappear, and you got to get your orders in. So if you like anything that you see on there, make sure you get it claimed, okay? Because there's going to be awesome discounts, because it's not something I'm looking to keep. So we're gonna do a Friday flash sale, okay? So I hope you guys join me 8 p.m. tonight, right here, Facebook Live. So make sure you get your notifications on. Let's see, I feel like I need some more of these little beads. Can always use a few more, right? I've been seeing some fun new posts, people posting who can find the mermaid in this picture. If I had a little mermaid charm, I should stick her in there, right? Some really cute ideas. So Friday plans. I don't know about you, but I've been kind of feeling like I'm getting all those chores done now, right? All those things that we didn't want to do. Actually getting things done, and it feels rather good. Alright. So I've got a good bit here. Okay, but on a Lariat, we know that this has got to be pretty long. What do we think about that? Does that look good? Hey guys, for you that are joining me, I'm trying to make a Lariat here, and I'm still trying to decide on these on what's going to be on the bottom of this pretty strand. I planned on doing crystal because I just like crystal, and then maybe putting on a couple charms too on top to kind of layer onto that. What do we think? Do we like that? Alright, so if you guys are beading with me, I totally would love if you would drop a comment and show me what you guys are making. Let me see. If you like this stash, let me know, because I've got the mix right now. And as we know, mixes don't last long because there's always some portion of the beads that we don't have. These purple ones are so pretty. Rondelles is one of my favorite shapes. You know, they fit so nicely in between rounds. So these little zeros, they make perfect little spacer. So instead of using a seed bead, doesn't that just look like a little string of fun? Now you guys, if you wanted, you could also do a similar bracelet to what I'm wearing. Okay, and we'll show you at the end, but you could just wrap this around several times, right? And make a multi-strand bracelet. That would be super pretty. Maybe we'll do that. Now, either way, we're using leftovers, and that's what's important. Right? We know we have them. So, in terms of length for this Lariat, the one that I'm showing off to you guys today is 30 inches long before I get to my bottom tassel. Okay, so right now I'm strung up over over a foot. So it's amazing, this pile of beads. It's going to come out looking really, really pretty here. Just keep on stringing. Make sure you guys get out and exercise. Okay, it looks like the day is gorgeous. I plan on doing a little bit of that. Jonah and I were painting outside the other day. Told him we were trying to dedicate it to the shields of courage. We've been very much into Zelda. And you know, guys, Zelda, I kind of feel is pretty wholesome. You know, I'm not big into, you know, having all these combat games. There's so much violence, and you know, there's already enough craziness, and you know, and I'm not into ghosts and goblins and that things. Those 0 beads, and they're these awesome things. Can you see that? Sorry guys, quick pause there. So these are 0s. Okay, they were also called O beads. I think this is now a competitor, but there are also these demis. Okay, also that same rondelle shape, but they're 2 different sizes. So this is a size 8. I mean, they say this is a size 8 in terms of the sizing in terms of a seed bead, but the 0 beads, they say it's a 3.8 by 1 millimeter. So a size 8 bead is like a 3 millimeter. So 0s are a 3.8 millimeter width, which I like. So here I'm using a little bit of both. So these little clear ones that I have here are those. Do you want to say hi, Jeff? Okay. You doing okay, or is there something I can get for you? Okay. You come and just check on your mom? Check on us here? All online?
Say that you wanted me to play with their phone set?
Yes, please.
Aww.
Can you do that for a little bit? You get some more time. You don't have to be on it, or you can do any of your things that you brought in the car. Okay? Mm-hmm. Getting used to our new online curriculum. Jonah's been having class 2 times a week. That's been fun. You got it, Ann. I've got your 7 roses too, so when you're ready, I can set some of these aside for you. Start your basket. You can leave your open basket. I bet there's some things in the Facebook photo library that you may like. Or maybe you have to come and do a 15-minute whirlwind.
I can't. Where's an iPad? I need an iPad.
There should be some up there.
Okay.
Can you help me look for something up there? And I bet you find it. Go ahead, Link. Go find that treasure. So yeah, we've been playing this Zelda game, and you know, there's great little missions that has puzzles in there. You know, and then he also likes the Starfall too, and so it doesn't really totally feel like work, and I don't totally feel like he's only on games and tech time. That's always a challenge. But you know, I grew up in the internet age, and so I feel very grateful that I can hop online with you guys. So when this whole craze happened, I feel like it was fairly easy for me to reach out in a new way, but just trying to get you guys all shuffled in to figure out how to connect with us and how to shop in the new way and still get the good Star's beads feeling experience and everything. So we've been doing a lot of learning with the Bead with Me's tonight. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, and we'll doing a little shopping tonight. That we could have a little wine. You can pull out some comfy clothes. Not ones you've been wearing all week, still being called comfy.
Still can't find them.
You still can't find them? Okay, Jonah, can you come here for a moment?
I'm here.
Can you just string on a few beads with these guys while I look for that for you? Jonah? Yep. Can you string on any beads? So this is how easy it is, okay? I've got my 5-year-old. I'm going to grab him his tech time. Okay, so he can use the string. Okay, so try not to knock this right here, okay? Because your hands are right here. So if you're able to string for them, you can stick your sweet little hands in there. How's it going, honey? Doing good? Good job.
You might not hear any sound with my hands because I'm not making any sound.
Yeah, you don't have to make any sound, but they can hear you talk, or you can. You know what I was telling them about? I was telling them about our Zelda.
Oh.
And
So you know that plateau that I'm in in that water? I'm trying to just run all the way there and swim all the way there.
Did you have enough stamina to get out there?
No, I'm not there yet because I fell off a cliff when it was raining.
Oh.
And so I had to travel back to a shrine.
And what happened? Why did you fall off a cliff?
Because I was trying to be on the edge so the guys wouldn't see me. There was blue moblins with weapons, so I tried to run on the side, but I fell off.
Really?
No,
It's amazing what these kids know.
I actually do like doing this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beading? You like doing that beading? Well,
I like that. I like that right there. I've had it before.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to see if I can get it together for you.
Okay, but I just looked over and I was like, oh, I like that.
We'll see, and I think, but I might have to sign into Starfall, and I'm not sure that I remember Grandma's information. You know. So I might have to have you do something else. Because I have this iPad, but I don't have the one that who has Starfall on it.
This I don't think you have to sign into.
Okay, well let those download.
Okay.
But there's the iPad for you. Thank you for
I like
for
doing it. I want to keep doing it.
Oh, okay. Do you hear that, you guys? We've got someone who's enjoying beading with us. All right, here you go. Here you go, honey. I'm trying to see how fast can I get these beads on a string. Okay, we need 30 inches of it. Ooh, we're coming along pretty good. Pretty good. So we're working on 30 inches.
I've only put on like 10 of them on.
That's good. We'll put on as many as you can.
Is that how you do it?
This is how I do it. So I like to. So I'm showing Jonah how I poke down into the beads here, so we can. You know, we were talking about how we tend to be symmetrical and hard to be random, and I oftentimes have a hard time doing that. But maybe the motivation you need is not wanting to pick up your beads, right? It's kind of like Jonah doesn't always want to pick up his toys, but do you pick up your toys, Jonah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You always do, don't you?
These aren't downloading.
Are they downloading stuff?
No, they're not. They're not really downloading.
They're not really downloading.
Guess what? That one isn't. Not even a little bit.
All right, we're coming along really good, you guys. We're going to get 30 inches of this, and then we're going to add on our Lariat bottom, okay? This is really pretty. I find just looking at the beads is so therapeutic. Even Jonah. Jonah, do you want to string on some beads for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to try how you do it.
Okay, see if you can do it that way. Good job.
Okay.
Okay, so right.
Your phone almost fell.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna put the beads here, so you try to poke them over here, okay? So that the camera can see you. There you go, honey. Yeah, this is slow going. While he's stringing with you guys here, I don't know if you can hear a box opening, but we've got new stuff that's going to be shown off tonight. So
we're doing the big kind of one.
okay, that's okay. So make sure you catch us at 8 p.m. tonight. But the box that I'm actually opening right now is what I'm going to be prepping this week for you guys is some of the beautiful glass from handmade glass work from Tanessa McLean. So she does some beautiful art glass. I'm opening up her box right now.
Are you just using these beads?
Yeah, but they're already poured out in there, so you should see them. All right, you guys, for you viewers, here's a little sneak peek of some of the things that are going to be put online here shortly. So some of the beautiful beads, all handmade. Aren't those gorgeous? You know, we have some soft colors. Sorry, Jonah, go ahead. You're doing a great job showing off. This pendant here was one of Jonah's picks. Pick of the weeks. Trying to decide what I was going to put on the bottom. So Jonah, this is what we're making right here. Is what Mama's wearing. Okay, so we're making the whole base right now. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's still downloading.
Yep, still going.
Oh, but at least it's going a little bit.
Yep.
But look, Starfall is almost downloading.
Yep, it's coming along. You gonna do some more? Should I do some?
This is just like playing,
Well, I want to get this done. We're trying to show our audience that we can still get these projects done in like an hour or less. That's the goal, right? You can learn this in an hour or less. So I more or less have a bunch of beads that I would say are about 4 or 5 millimeter or less.
You can do.
Honey, I think you're caught on this here.
What?
You're holding on to this, so I think when I pulled it up, it flung on here. It's okay. All the beads are random. That's the beauty of this.
I can't get as many as you.
Well, you know how many years of experience I have? A lot. You know how old you are?
5.
5. Yeah, you're 5. I have like 30 years of experience. And
So you're 30 years old.
yes, I am. I would like to be 30 years old.
But you are.
Okay, I do feel that way. Do you think 30's old?
Kind of.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about 70 then?
Really old.
That's really old. Yeah. What about 100 years old?
Really, really old.
Really, really old. Do you think people live till they're 100?
Some.
Some. What about 200?
Nobody.
Nobody lives till they're 200. Huh?
But that's really, 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 really old.
That is really, really, really old, huh? Yeah. Do you think Mommy seems really old?
No.
No.
Just old.
Oh, that's really nice. Just old.
Not really, really, really.
Just not really, really old. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Got a birthday coming up, so, you know. What are you gonna do this Friday? Are you gonna help me tonight? You gonna help me tonight?
What?
You can show off some of the beads that we wanna debut. And I will also give those guys who joined me tonight a little sneak peek at some of Tanessa's beads as well. So if you like lampwork beads, you just never know what's going to be happening over here at Stars. You and me both. Just kidding. Aren't you feeling calm? Listen to some music. Wow, look how long that is.
I really just want to do something.
Okay, we'll go do something.
Like, do that thing. Do the game. That's normal.
Alright.
We'll
go check it out. Alright, we're measuring this right now. We're looking at, ooh, coming close.
What?
So I got 12 inches there. Alright, so we are almost at we're at 22 inches. We only have 8 more inches to go. And look at that pile of beads. It probably looks the same to you guys online, but it's a much smaller pile on my side, and we'll have enough to get this whole piece done. But boy, is that looking pretty. Look, you guys. That's what we've got coming along, and we'll be getting here to the ending, because that's what it's all about, is how do we finish all these things? How do we get that look that we see? Can you count to 100, Jonah? You think if you count to 100, your download will be done? No, you don't think so?
Because by the time we got like halfway to the home, then it would be to 100.
You'd be to 100?
That's not even enough.
Oh, okay. You don't think so, huh? Alright, you guys see how I'm poking these down? So little tricks to the trade here. So I'm not holding down here because we're looking at a flexible thread. Okay, so it's best to hold kind of at this edge, and then I'm going to poke the beads with that tip because it's fairly rigid. These beads are a little bit wide, so I'm poking down straight down on them.
Could I keep playing Zelda? Do something.
Okay, I'll give you a little time, and then when I'm done with this, we'll do something different. Okay?
I just really want that to be done by the time I'm done playing with Zelda.
Okay, well, we're going to do tech time will be done when I'm done with my tech time here with these guys, okay? All right. Because we've only got 8 more inches, and then 8 more inches in like 5 minutes. This is when I get kind of lost in the color. This is in the process where you kind of start feeling the therapy of all of this, just relaxing. I just kind of feel like it's a place we can kind of feel free to make those mistakes, or not really even consider them mistakes, but things that we might feel are out of our element. Whether it's the shapes that we're using, maybe it's the colors that we're using, maybe we're used to working in one color. Once I kind of start working in color, I kind of feel like all colors are almost like they're neutral. Like, oh, I feel like you can put purple with pretty much everything. And you know, people who know me, you know I kind of feel that way. You can almost put purple with everything. There's some shade of purple that can go with everything, and I think there's a shade of purple that looks good on everyone. So here I stayed within my element. So here you can see I have a lot of the blues and the jewel tones here, but I was trying to go outside my element, and I've been using a lot of gold here recently, and so with those golds I've got a nice red tone, some greens, see this kind of orangey yellow tone. That's a color I don't tend to normally go with, but I find that this gold and those yellow tones really help accent my other colors. Okay, I wore a lot of purple and gold in college, and so it's kind of royalty color tones. But I'm a big silver person, so you know, just add some silver if that's what you like. Do it. Put it in there. You know, those that are just making for yourself, I mean, it's made for you, so make it how you like it. For those that are selling, it's a lot easier to sell the things that you like. And it's easier to collect people who like your style so that you can sell your designs. That's ultimately what they're buying, is a little piece of you. So continue to create. That's what I always want you guys doing. Keeps the brain going. Keep us from getting old in the brain. Actually, learning patterns is a great thing to help with Alzheimer's. Alright, you guys, coming along. Now really, you could, you know, stop at any point. Alright, I'm getting closer. I'm using small beads, so it takes up a little bit longer. But, woo, oh my gosh, I've been really liking this mix of stuff that we have here. So I have about 24, 25, 26, 27. Alright, so say about 3 more inches, you guys. And then, nobody help me with the bottom. Anybody? Anybody? These are some choices. Because you know me, I'm probably going to go for purple, teal, or crystal. But you know, this kind of looks nice too. Alright. We'll get an ultimate vote here when I get this strung up, and I'll hold it out and we can kind of see, because I think we're a little too zoomed in right now. Alright, pushing it. We're going 3 more inches, you guys. That won't take too long. Might make another bracelet out of this little mix too. So if you want to do a wrap bracelet in another way, you can string it just like we're stringing it right now, and wrap it around your wrist, see how many times it goes around, and then just add a lobster to it. Okay, it'll kind of give you a similar look to what we did yesterday in our button bracelet of fun, but just doing it as a single strand. When you do it that way though, what that allows for is that you'll be able to wear it as a necklace as well too. Okay, so you get that versatility. I'm all for that. Oh, there's my charms under there, I forgot. I was thinking about, oh, that charm looks nice on there, doesn't it? What do you think? I was thinking about some of those charms or these bases. Alright, almost got the couple of inches left, and and 24 inches is all you need to technically go over the head, but we want to have a little bit of excess so that we can have that nice lariat pull through look, and that you need to have a little more on there. So we're aiming for 30 inches here. We've got 24, 8. Alright, just a smidgen more. But I think you'd be good with 28, 30 inches. It is good. Again, if you want it to be longer, it certainly has the flexibility to be able to do that. The spring break week is over. and Jonah wants to go to the beach to see Grandma, and that would be nice. And for some of us who are retired, aren't seeing too much of a change in the daily schedule, other than maybe going to the grocery store a little less, or not being able to get, my mom can't go to her mahjong group, and getting to do some of the social things. So I've been lucky. She's been bringing me cookies. She's been doing more cooking here. So she'll take a drive out for the day and drop off some homemade cookies. She brought some very interesting vegan blueberry blueberry pancakes yesterday. Those were pretty interesting. But her oatmeal cookies, those go in a night. They'll be gone at our house. Alright, I think I've got the 30 inches here. Alright, and at this point I'm going to string on a crimp. We're going to put a cover over this once it's all said and done. For me, it doesn't really matter what color, since we're doing gold and silver here. Okay, but let's kind of take a look at what we have. A beautiful, fun strand of color. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, so we were trying to decide between the bottoms here. I was thinking maybe some charms too. Okay, so if we take a look at what I was wearing. Oh, thank you, honey.
I think I have to wait for it to stop raining.
Can you not transport back to there?
No, because this is the island.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know if there's a shrine there.
Yeah,
Okay,
there is a shrine and there's a flame blade inside.
so this is what we're making, you guys, at the base. Okay, so here we've got some charms on the front. Trying to decide which ones I'm going to put on the bottom here. Okay.
Came back to wait.
Because we could do something small. I tend to like something big since we are doing something glassy. But I don't know. Jonah, do you think we should put maybe one of these guys on there?
If you want.
It's gonna look like this. It'll be like the dangle here. So what do we think?
Sure.
Or do you like a stone?
I'd rather have a stone.
Or crystal?
I like a stone.
You like a stone? Okay. Now out of these then, what do you like?
I like the...
That goes with this.
I
What do you think?
think the purple one.
Do you like that purple one? Are you just choosing that because your mom likes purple?
No, I'm choosing it because that would look good on that thing.
On that necklace? Okay. Alright. The boy has chosen. Okay, he's chosen this, and he's chosen, and Mom has chosen some of these. I was thinking maybe we could put those along the bottom here. Okay, so in order to get some movement here, I'm going to add a couple rings to this one. And so right now I'm going to start preparing the piece. So I've got 30 inches of beads strung up here. Okay, we've chosen our bottom components. I think we're going to do that. And then I'm also going to do a couple ones that have beads on there. Okay, so we're going to take our earring making and wire working skills to work here. Okay, so to get this started so that we can make sure that this has room to kind of flow and doesn't get too stuck up there, we're going to stick a couple rings onto this one here.
Now I'm glad it's just raining. Now it's not lightning.
Now it's not lightning. Glad it's not lightning here.
Yeah, but like on here it's still raining, so I can't find.
Oh. So I'm adding a couple jump rings onto this so that it'll hang in the right direction as well as give it some movement when it's on the necklace here. So add a couple rings. And I think this one, if we string it, it's gonna go this. It's gonna face this way. Okay, so the way those rings are important to kind of watch. So in this case, we're gonna put another ring here, so when I string it, it'll lay front. So I'm gonna throw one jump ring on there.
I don't need to go much further. But there, did you know what's up there?
What's up there?
A bunch of, or 2 guardian drones.
Oh, well
And I
don't let them
cannot
see
see them,
you.
but I'll run past them.
Okay, so opening and closing those jump rings.
Or if they see me, I'll try to run. I'll try to jump in the hatch, and they won't be able to get in.
Okay, and then we'll close this up.
I don't have much stamina.
Okay. So we want to make sure those are closed because when we string them, that string is going to be fairly skinny. So you want to make sure those are closed really well. Okay, so we've got 2 charms. Okay, and I think since we have these beads, I think that I tend to like to...
Oh, not already. It's not in.
I'm going to put a couple beads on as well. to kind of help finish the look. I'm going to put a purple one on the bottom here, so it's kind of like a headband. Where'd that bead go? Oh, did I put it back? There we go. So we're going to make a couple little charms. Okay, so when we did one of our gathered chain pieces here, we did this style technique. Okay, so I'm just putting a few beads on here so that we get a little bit of a charm. So I'll do one maybe want to have some metal first. Okay, so that can kind of make the look complete, like they go together here. I think I might make it a little shorter.
I just really want this to stop raining.
Go do something else.
I just want low battery because I want it to go quicker.
Okay, and we're going to do a wire wrap loop, you guys. So do it quick. We're going to hold close to the wire. And this time, because I'm making the loop and going to string it on, I can just wire wrap this close so that there's no opening. Okay, so we want to get that 90-degree angle, making that look fairly small. And I'm going to hold this and leave that wire to a little bit of a wrap. Getting a nice clean finish. Tuck that wire in.
Yay!
Okay, so we've got a couple of our little charmies here that I want to dangle on there. Do you think I should make one more? Maybe one with the gold? Okay, so I'll make one with gold. Here, let's see. We'll do one of these. Gold beads. What colors did I use? Let's do a red, and maybe put a okay, just little charms. Okay, I just want the piece to look kind of like it all goes together. So, doing a quick little wire wrap. And then we'll get these finishing touches all on there. I'm just getting all the pieces prepared so that we can attach them all. Okay. Alright, so we've got ourselves our few little charms. We've got our pendant base.
You know what I have to do? I have to go through a maze.
You do. Alright, and at this point, remember we were at the end of our piece here. Okay, so if we have all of these components, this is where we're going to finish it all up. Okay, so we're going to put the crimp on. Okay, so right now at this moment it kind of looks like we are just ending a necklace. Okay, so we have 30 inches here strung all together. Okay, so in essence we have the end of a necklace, and in this case I have a short tail, okay, and then I'm going to have another longer tail that I would like to be about 6 to 8 inches. Okay, give yourself more than enough room. Here. I took my bead stopper off and caught my beads here. Put that back on. I can throw those few beads back on. Okay, so I'm having a short tail, and then I'm going to have a longer tail here, about 8 inches, so that we can do the finishing touches. Okay, let me string those last beads I had on there. Okay, and where's my crimp bead? Did I string it on there? Okay, so we're gonna grab a crimp bead. Okay, I'm gonna leave a short side here, and then I'm gonna have this long tail. Okay, but this time right now instead, we're going to have them both going the same direction. Okay, so we're having that one short tail. Okay, and this is where we're going to kind of tighten everything up here. So we have our threads going both the same ways. We've got our short tail and our long tail. Take our crimping tool. Okay, this is where we want to pull your ends fairly tight so that they can meet snugly. If you wanted, you could probably put another bead here before you put the crimp if you want. However you want to hide it, but I'm going to put a crimp cover over top of this afterward. Okay, you can leave that extra tail as an added security right here. Okay, but we essentially have a necklace we can throw over our heads, and now we're working on that bottom tail part. Okay, and what I did, I strung a short segment here before I hit my base. Okay, that segment that I used was about 2 3/4 inches. You could certainly make that shorter, a little bit shorter. You could also make it longer. I would say about 3 inches is good. So I am going to continue doing a little bit of added beading here before we add on our charms. Okay, so we'll get back onto this little mat here. We're going to bead another couple inches, and then we're going to throw on these little charms we just made. Alright, 3 inches, let's see. Maybe I can find one that will maybe even cover that crimp. Close. Okay, so I'm stringing 3 inches, a little less than 3 inches. Of beads. This is a great one. It's okay if you get interrupted with a phone call. You got to get up because you can. It's random and there's no pattern. This is great for your leftovers. if you guys can hear that Zelda on there. He's getting shrines.
But this is a maze.
Oh, it's a maze this time, huh?
No, I'm in that thing, and I'm in the maze.
I see.
So I have to follow my sensor.
Okay, so we're looking at about a couple inches here. Trying to do about 3 inches. So I've got about 2 right now. Not worrying about anything else at the moment. I'm just worrying about the beads, and then we will get this ending together. So let's see, maybe I'll do one of these. Maybe a couple small beads. I was thinking mine was a little bit longer than I needed, so I don't mind if it was a little bit shorter than the 3 inches, but you do want to be able to, if you're going to wear it in kind of the loop through way, that you have enough that it pulls through, and the weight, there'll be enough weight there to pull through on this lariat. Oh, I don't like those 2 pink ones. Can't have that. Alright, I'll do a gold one right here. Which one is this? This one. Okay. Do a little pink one, and then I'm going to end on one of these little silver ones. Well, actually, I lied. I'm going to put a crimp here. Okay, so after our couple inches, after our necklace, okay, we're doing the lariat part. We're trying to string. I did about 2.5 inches on this one. Okay, and then we're putting a crimp on at the end of the 2.5 inches. Okay, at this point I think I will go ahead and cover that tail. So this tail helps if for any reason that crimp is going to slide, you have some time to catch it. So you always want to try to have a little bit of a tail when you can after you crimp and get it through those beads. It adds a little bit added security. It's not always possible, so sometimes you just have to crimp really well. Okay, so I've covered up that tail, coming all the way down to here where my crimp is. Okay, I'm going to put my bead stopper here for a moment, so my beads don't slide. All my efforts are not wasted. Okay, I'm going to show you here. Okay, now we're going to do this bottom section. Okay, and in this case we're just kind of weaving. Okay, so what we'll do is, got a nice long tail here, and we're just kind of stringing. Because this pendant is strung from front to back, it makes it actually nice and easier for us. So after the crimp, I am going to string on kind of a top bead. After that, 1 bead. Okay, now I'm going to go through the pendant, and I'm going through the pendant through the back side here. Okay, because I want my, I'm going to have my charms laying on this front side. Okay, you could put some charms on the back side first, I'm choosing to do them on the front side. So I'm gonna string this on, and I'm just making a tassel. I have no idea what this is gonna look like. Here. So we're gonna find out. And this is where you can kind of test it before you make the official crimp. So what I'm doing now is I've strung all those pieces on. Okay, so I strung through the back side. So we start with the crimp. I did a bead. I did the pendant. Okay, then I layered all those pieces on the top there. Okay, I'm going to go back through this bead so it sits on top, and then back through the crimp. And actually I'm going to go back through some beads too, because I don't plan on taking this apart. Okay, I'm pulling that all tight. Okay, so we get a charm, a dangles and charms all over this beautiful piece of amethyst that matches our color sets here. Okay, so we're just going to tighten that up. Okay, you'll feel what works good. You don't want to see the work or the string here. And grabbing that. So you probably already lost a crimp. There's the crimp right there. I'm going to take these crimping tool into there. And to be honest though, beads that we use today kind of look like the crimp. So we might not even need to use a crimp cover. I'm going to show those anyway. In this one, I'm going to leave the silver one alone. But this gold one that kind of has this, all of the messes mixed in right here, that I am going to cover. Okay, now we're going to cut off this tail, you guys, and we're going to have ourselves a beautiful lariat. I know you can't see the whole thing, but I think it looks really pretty.
That was hard.
Was that hard, huh?
Yeah, but look, I got the shine.
But you did it. You're so amazing. Okay, crimp cover, and here's our finishing touch. So our crimp cover, there's a nice little bit of space there just to put this in there, and kind of getting it hidden there. Close this crimp cover up. You guys, we're gonna be able to wear a beautiful lariat. Okay. And guys, ready to see it? Ready to see it? Let's see what we made here today. You excited? We made ourselves a lariat. Okay, I'm gonna put it on for you guys, and hopefully you guys like it. Okay, so we used a bunch of our leftover beads here today, and let's set this aside. And let's take a look. I'm gonna put it on, and then we'll show you an up close of what we designed today. So we made this really fun lariat, the amethyst pendant on the bottom. Strung this together so we can wear it long, and we can wear it short. Which way am I facing? Here you go. You guys, that's so pretty. Alright, I'll do a little close-up so you can see the beads, how fun this is. So taking those leftovers, how beautiful those can look all made up. Okay, random charms that you can make, plus charms you might have laying around, and whatever beautiful bauble you might want to put on the bottom, or you could just put a whole bunch of different different pieces. What I was also saying earlier is you can do a similar design. Okay, so say you didn't want to do it as a lariat, you can also have ended this here, and we could have wrapped it around our wrist several times here, like this. And look how that looks too. Looks really good. So this is what we made yesterday. Also fun. Okay, and you can almost pretty much wear this all together. Very, very pretty. So you could do a 4 or 5 wrap bracelet, okay, which then could end with, say, a lobster, and then you can just wear this as a nice long necklace, either doubled up or as a single layer, okay? Thank you for joining me here today, and don't forget, tonight, 8 p.m., we're doing a Friday flash sale, okay? So those are things that I don't have here in the store. They're going to be things only available for this weekend only, okay? So you will see the Facebook Live, get the notifications on there, so make sure you are getting our notifications, okay? I will see you at 8 p.m. We look forward to it, and hopefully everybody will have a good weekend. So if I don't see you guys tonight, there are going to be prices and stuff, so I would like to see a lariat, okay? I'll give you something for free if I see the lariat that you made with me here today, okay? So see you tonight, 8 p.m. Facebook Live. Otherwise, I will see you next week for Bead with me at 2 p.m. Have a great day. Thank you.